What's up, everyone? Just made it back from the track. Super long weekend, doing some testing. Gonna go over the different runs that I did and just give you a quick breakdown of each run to explain what was going on. Very first run, boost was on low. However, the car in front of me had issues doing a burnout, and so it backed up 2 or 3 times into the water box and drug a lot of water onto the burnout area. So I wasn't able to get a good burnout, which resulted in this. Okay, that last run, let's go over it. That was low boost, about 18 pounds or so. Launch was at 3,900, no nitrous. And as you can see, it was a pretty slow time, but just wanted to get a feel for the new converter and the quarter mile, make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to. And it worked out. It wasn't a fast pass, but it was a solid pass. So from here, I went ahead and cranked it up just a hair. Now on that pass, I turned the launch up just a little bit. I think I was around 4,000 RPMs. Still no nitrous. That was about 20 pounds of boost, give or take. So the car left a little bit better. Still not a really good 60 foot, but car left better. Mile an hour came up, ET went down, and the fuel was looking okay, AFR wise, fuel pressure wise. And again, that was right around 22, 21 pounds of boost, give or take. So after that pass, this last pass here, I went ahead and turned the launch up a little bit. I want to say it was 4,200 and turned the nitrous on. However, a nitrous bottle's been sitting in my garage for a while and hasn't been touched. And I forgot my torch. So didn't really have a lot of bottle pressure, but it was enough nitrous to get me on the converter and to get me out of the hole. And you can definitely tell the difference in the spool and the popping and banging when it's on the nitrous. So taking a look at this, 130, 60 foot, solid, what is that, 530, 135, 830, Draggy said 820, like 828. at 166. This here is on 25 pounds of boost. Now here, the car ran really well, felt really good in the AFRs. Once it got into full boost, we're starting to trend up a little bit. Starting to trend up a little bit. Fuel pressure was starting to trend down. And so that kind of tipped me off to realize that I wasn't really going to be able to run the type of boost that I wanted to run to get into the mid 170s and get this back into the sevens. Now, looking at my 7-second data log and looking at some of my 170 passes, the car will do it, but the fuel pressure starts to trend up. Starts to trend down. The AFRs start to trend up. And so I just don't want to hurt anything with the new setup. You know, it's a lot of work, a lot of money. So I'm trying to really be cautious this go around about pushing the car. So went ahead and made another hit after that. Okay, after that pass, that was pretty much the same thing. Again, that was nitrous on the launch. You can hear it. That time, the only difference I did was on the prior run, nitrous turned off as soon as it got on the chip. This time, similar to when I ran my 7, I left the nitrous on a little bit after I got off the trans brake to spool the turbo up quicker. Which is good, got me into full boost a little bit quicker. However, down the track, it wasn't happy. It was around 26 pounds. AFR started to trend up, and then basically just hit a fuel cut that I had set up. Then boost came back in, and then it hit a fuel cut again. Then boost came back in, and it hit a fuel cut again. So, luckily the safeties were doing what they're supposed to do, but it resulted in pretty much the same time. So, things that I'm doing to fix this, to remedy this, coming up, I'll go over the fuel system. Right now, I'm running 2 pumps, an in-tank Walpro and an external 4303. That's just not enough. It's ragged edge, trying to make high boost, just safely. And so what I'm going to end up doing is upgrading all that, upgrading my feed, upgrading my return. And so I'll try to make a video of that coming up next. But the next time out, I'm gonna make sure I have plenty of fuel so that I can lean on this thing safely and the fuel pressure be super steady. But all in all, the car did good. I mean, it's just having fun with it. Want to get it to some 8th mile races in the future, but it did what it's supposed to do. So can't complain about that. A couple of low 8-second passes. The car lived in a low 8s for a long time and been in high 7s. And then speaking of that, I have a 7-second slip here. I don't think I ever went over it, but 124, 60, 510, 140, 79, 173. And that wasn't on a ton of boost either. This is only like 29 pounds of boost or so. And then, so it'll do it. So the mid 1.2s is where I like to keep it. I'm not trying to set any records going crazy on the 60 foots and breaking shit. So don't want to do that. But yeah, that's that's pretty much where this car, I want to keep this car. 790s. I think I have another one over here. Let me see if I have it. It went a little bit faster. This is that Texas 2K. Where is that? I got a bunch of them over here. Here we go. There's this one. I think this was just a lazy, I think a spun or a lazy launch and then try to make it up with mile an hour. But I don't want to do that. I don't want this car to be efficient. I don't want to chase ET with mile an hour. I want to make efficient passes. And so I'm very happy running 7s, in the low to mid 170s. And that's kind of where I want to keep this car. Like many of you out there, I'm not trying to wrench on this thing every weekend, and I don't want to spend money every time I take it out. So You know, I think the happy medium, happy place for this car, with its setup and the way it is the high sevens. I think it's got a 70 in it or 80 in it, 770, 780, and some good air. And you know, this one a 510, so I'd like to get a 5.0 or 4.9 out of it one day, but that's it. That's its goal. That's where it'll live. So next video, fuel system, hopefully upgrades, and then back to the track we go.